All right, YouTube, we are rerouting our track. We used to have a tight turn right there and then that single off in the distance. We're moving it over and making it way bigger and on top of a hill. This will be the build video. We've already moved all this wood. This is the base. Some of you are probably gonna say, blah, 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 don't put shit in jumps. Works great, we've done it in other stuff. So we will be dirt capping that, moving the rest of the timber, then moving all the dirt here, and then bringing more dirt in, I'm sure. What's up, YouTube? Nick here on the voiceover, trying to put some method behind the madness of what you see. When we started this off, we gathered all the stumps and kind of used them as a base, and then we grabbed all the timber in the area. We got hit by a snowstorm and it really decimated the forest. It just so happens that when we built our last roller, we also put a ton of timber in that thing too. So what you see here is Dylan pulling all the dirt off of that pile. We thought the wood would have broken down some over time, but apparently that shit was sealed up tight because it was harder than before we put it in. Now that we've separated the timber from the black dirt, you can see us putting the last logs on the pile. We actually took our time here and tried to deliberately stack it in the way we knew the pile would end up. So we left it steeper on the face and longer in the back because that was the end shape we wanted. Alright, now we've moved over to the Madre cut. We're going to need a lot of dirt to cover this, probably about 5 or 6 times the amount of dirt we already had stacked up. So that meant the Madre cut was getting its next expansion. We've started adding dirt to the pile. Whenever you're building anything larger than the piece of equipment you're working on, you want to make sure it's extra stable, especially when building it on top of a sketchy pile of logs and stumps. So what we did is we poured a lot of dirt as far in as we could reach. We were really building a nice little pad around the outside, and then you'll notice later in the video, we'll start driving up the back and pouring more buckets. We're officially on day number 4 of the single build. In the first 3 days we did finish enough to make it rideable, but it wasn't too full size. As you see here, we're adding more dirt on the face. We use logs as a marker just so we are pouring in the same spot every time. And then we're going to fill in from there to the down ramp. What's up YouTube? Today we finished up the single. As you can see, it turned out great. It's gigantic, super smooth, about 5 foot tall. We put a small down ramp in the backside to try out some sends. about the Casey boy, but...
Yeah, I mean, just pin it as fast as you can. I think that's the correct speed.
No, not on the 450.
We'll see.
I got a downsider. After some heavy Casey boys by myself and a couple jumps by Dylan, we felt that we were in a good position for the down ramp. Now we're going to build it up to a reasonable size. We don't want it so large that it kind of impedes the flow when you single it. At the same time though, we want it large enough that if you land on it, it's not going to hurt. Alright YouTube, and we're done with the single. It turned out better than I honestly expected. It's a little over 30 foot long. To double it, it's about 50 feet. We built this wider than we normally build obstacles just in case you wanted to go too wide on it, and also because it was blind. If you send it off something, you can't have it skinny. The jump face is quite steep in comparison to the rest. This was perfect to help work on scrubs, but it's also comfortable for beginner riders. Thanks for tuning in for another video, and don't worry, there's plenty of riding still to come. What was that, 2 foot short?
Bro, at least 3. Your back tire was here.
Did he leave a hole?
Yeah. It's like as bad as you can case it, essentially.
This one he'll over.
Nah.
No, that one ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's hard because the uphill's slippery.
Oh, okay.
That's why it took me like 4 or 5 tries to get a good pass through the corner. Woo!
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan, I haven't looked at it jumping over this horizontally.
Yeah. Give it a week or two to pack in.
Oh, I was thinking right from now.
And I was thinking, nah. In the pit bike track, we're going to build a pit bike jump on the side. Like that.
Oh yeah. I think I can get outside.
Don't know if the GoPro has any battery and it's still going.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Oh, I taste it.
Yeah. Landing flat on that so front tire down. Yeah, that went worse than last time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave her at that.